We've removed 3 of the 4 pistons in this engine. This is an inline 4 engine. We're left with the final piston. So to remove the piston, I remove these 2 bolts first. Nuts. Yes. Okay. Please align when you're removing the stuff, align them properly for easier installation at the end. Take off the cap. The cap is this thing. I'll show you. Or remove the bolts first because I'm touching. Okay, they go together. I need to do this. There we go. Push out the bolt. Push it out. It's in the piston at the moment. Mind you, this is going to be very difficult to put back together because these things need to go underneath, but that will do. Push out the piston. Away. Then you have to lift your block. Oh. You can get a side profile shot. Pop it out. And you test it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the respective components. This is what goes in these cylinders here. And then with this engine, that's a pushrod design. So the camshaft is over here on the side, and it's on the inside as well. You can actually see it. So on most engines. Okay, not on this side, but on that side. But I can't flip it back because this thing is heavy. On that side, you would be like at the top, the cylinder head, and then that one doesn't have camshaft. The camshaft is inside. Here it is. So that's where we're going. Now it's time to move these journals here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and those ones at the ends here. You're gonna need a 17mm with a ratchet. Attach that ratchet to the socket. Does it fit? Okay. Now you have to start in the middle. Unfortunately. Damn. Is this thing on the right setting?
You're tightening.
The side.
Yeah, you're supposed to untighten. And untightening is anti-clockwise.
So now I'm tightening.
Now you're untightening.
Okay. Is this thing correct?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't do what I just did there, tightening the bolt instead of untightening it. That's smart. Okay. 2 here. I can be corrected by the camera person there in the background if I'm doing this incorrectly. This one first.
Mm-hmm.
This corner.
Hmm?
This corner.
Mm-hmm. And then you go to this corner.
Okay.
And then you go to that corner. Uh-huh.
Please get in. Thank you. Okay, when unfastening the bolts, if you don't have the sequence from the manufacturer, isn't it outwards in for untightening, or is it the same?
No. Untightening, you start from the outside.
From the outside?
Yeah.
But you start in the middle?
When you tighten.
When you tighten, you start in the middle?
Yes.
Okay, so Let's take these out. Yeah. This thing is not.
A rubber mallet.
We don't have it.
Or you just use the handle.
Oh, that is better. The bolts are out.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Let me just pause. Yeah.
With the help of my camera person here, this is what you would use if this thing doesn't want to move. But he came along and tapped it for me, and I'm very grateful for that. First one, always in order. Second one is a little less tight. Same procedure, remove it. Third one over here. Use the socket. And then this bolt does not untighten for some reason. Or it does, but in. So do that. Remove this one as well. Remove this part as well. On this engine, these things, these main bearings are numbered for us, I believe. Yes, they're numbered for us. England doesn't have a number, this one at the end. So even if you mix them up, you're gonna cause a catastrophe and ruin someone's day. Okay, just a little bit more. Third. And this is the fourth. This is the fifth technically, but I don't know. I like to put the bolts back in so that when I put everything back together, I don't get confused. So yeah, I'll tighten the last one here. There's a rubber seal here at the end. Just, yeah, without the flywheel goes on the back here, so this engine is not. We don't have all of these engine's components at the moment. And fasten the last one. There we go.
Great.
The last one. Of course. Now, let me push this a little bit forward so that you get a representation. Here we have our crankshaft. It needs to sit on these two blocks. If you don't have them, just level surface. But for today's video, we have the equipment, so we're gonna put the crankshaft here. Gingerly move it out. There's a little bit of rubber back, and this one. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna move that one. There we go. Most of our engine compartments were left with this camshaft inside. Now, I don't know how to pry it out exactly. It's a little bit, its design is a little bit hard. Where's the thing? Where is it? Let me check. I was gonna say, let me hold the camera so that the camera person can remove the
Okay.
camshaft. I'm recording, by the way.
more cylinder. I mean more cylinder head. I want to leave. I want to leave. Camshaft that.
Camshaft.
Cam, yes.
Forward. It's coming out, as you can see over there. If there's any better ways to remove the crankshaft, not the crankshaft, the camshaft, if there's another way, please tell me, because
Well,
because it's also a sensitive item as well, like on the engine, so we cannot.
yes. And doing what I just did on a real engine would definitely damage the camshaft.
Is it out? Can place it out over there.
So I'm going to place it upright since we have no additional V-blocks available to us.
Okay, so
And this is the entire engine sub-assembly.
there we have our block over there. This big thing there. We have our camshaft. This is a push-rod engine. As you can tell, the cylinder head is there on the table. I'll show you to you later. We have our crankshaft. Then we have our main bearing. Main bearings caps. So that's it, and hold the crankshaft in place. Pistons and piston caps with the nuts over there. Now it's time to reassemble this madness, because we can't leave it like this, obviously. Yeah. There you go. Camshaft. Just, it goes like this. Push it back in. If we were refurbishing this engine, we wouldn't be putting damaged parts back in. We'd be cleaning this with liquid thinners or paraffin or degreaser. But we're not doing that today, unfortunately, because this engine doesn't have a job at the moment. It's a bit stuck. Okay. Okay, there we go. And just, if you like brute force, push it in with hands. It's in. Now, come closer. See these things in here? These are bearings that the crankshaft sits on top of. The main purpose of these is to allow oil to circulate through these holes, yes? Yes. So the crankshaft cannot just sit without these bearings on, because unfortunately you'll damage someone's engine and that person will be very angry, and they'll be tempted to kill you, because these things are expensive. Crankshaft in. I would suggest we put the seal on, but I'm just gonna do this. Now, carefully, and I mean carefully put it back in. Not like that. By the way, you have to be extra careful. There you have it, crankshaft in. I'm just gonna push this thing in. At the moment, it's just the seal. Keep liquids out. Now, at this stage, pistons first or caps first? Caps first. Start with your first one. Place it on here. And this is the front of our engine. Remember, front, rear. I could point the camera. Rear, flywheel attaches here. 2 core plugs, and this is the front. The spoke, it's not called a spoke, it has a name as well.
Sprocket.
Sprocket, yes, this is where the chain attaches to. Place in your bolts. Same procedure for every one of them, but since you like information, I'm just gonna show you all of it. But I didn't show you the piston removal of all of them, but the camera died, so unfortunately we cannot do that. Or should I say the camera person had other important things to attend to besides this thing. This is the one in the center. This bearing is different from all the others. It's like a thrust washer, and the thrust washer prevents you see how the crankshaft is like this? It's not moving because of this one in the middle there. Place it in, always in order. If you don't place any of the stuff in order, You could bind the engine, you could bind the crankshaft, and then the crankshaft wouldn't turn. At the moment it can turn, but once you add the pistons, it's not gonna turn as much. But okay. End, seal, thank you. Final one. This one is a little bit big at the end because it has to cover a bigger journal, I think. This journal is smaller than this one here. Like that. And this is why the seal is important. Now, in engines, hand tighten first. Always. Always hand tighten. And is it moving? It's moved. And make sure it doesn't move. The person who's handling the camera, and he uses gloves. Let me see. He uses gloves, so you're not that type of person. And I understand why these things. If you handle these things with your hands, they could eat your hands. Look. So just hand tighten everything. The problem is when you get to these, it's gonna be an issue. So that's one. That's four. Not 4, 5, but come on now. It's 4. It's the last one. I'm just gonna do this, 2 hands. If you don't like doing that, you can take your socket and do your thing. But for this engine, there's free play with the hands, so you can just tighten them with your hands, like so. And this one's on. Tighten. There's no content. The workshop is empty at the moment. It's a little bit barren. So, but there's normally a ruckus in here. So yeah. And the last one is this one. Not tightened yet. We still have to use if this was a proper way, we would be using a torque wrench. It's not available at the moment. Also, this engine is not actually going into any vehicle at the moment. It's for practice. So we're gonna do that. That's a socket, and then put it in the right direction and tighten. In, out, middle, doesn't really matter.
No, it does matter.
In the middle.
Yes, first.
Okay, something's wrong here. This one. It's the 17. Always check. Yeah, 17 is the correct one. Ratchet, turn. I'm not actually gonna tighten them that much. I already tightened this corner. So actually this corner, yes?
I'm supposed to hold the socket in place with your fingers.
No, I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing that today. Crisscross, people, crisscross. When you tighten the bolts, crisscross. If you don't have the torque specification from the manufacturer, always, and I mean always, try crisscross. You'll never go wrong. Okay. I'm not familiar with this thing yet. There we go. Torque wrench. This ratchet doesn't work unless the bolt is actually seated in the thing, and then you have to use it. So this one is tightened, so I'm just gonna go here, push it in by hand first. Okay. Now, if you're not feeling, if you don't feel like ratchet, it's your thing. If you wanna do some brute force, I got sliced. Here, and here. You can use this extension. If you're not interested in tightening with a ratchet, let me push it in. There we go. Which bolt was it? Are they all tightened? This one and this one. Just turn. You need a torque wrench if you want to do the proper job, but I'm just going to use this for now. There we go. Check if any free play in the bolts. There isn't any. Now, spin the crankshaft. Spin it. Why are we spinning it? We're gonna check if these things actually install properly. If there's a little bit too, if the crankshaft is a little too tight, it will show you that you installed one of them incorrectly. But I've installed them correctly in 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the good thing with placing them in order. You don't mess things up. There you go. It's in. Now for the pistons. You're gonna need this thing. Ring squeezer, piston, whatever it's called, ring squeezer. I'm gonna say ring squeezer at the moment. You have to hold this, by the way. You have to hold this thing. Open it up. I'm not, these are covered in oil, so I'm not gonna do that now. They are covered in oil from my previous group. Just your piston in. I think around here, cover the wrist pin, and you have to. Okay, so I'm just. You might not see this. Where's the Allen key? There we go. I'm gonna do this. Don't do this if you're not. Don't do this because the surface is not even and you could. And these are very sharp edges, so be careful. I'm just gonna do it here. This is third. I think. Yeah, that's good enough. I took the third one. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna place it in the third hole. So flip your block. Oh, very heavy block, by the way. But I hope I don't break my back. Oh, there we go. Very heavy. There we go. Piston number 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do this as an individual. Like the rubber mallet. There we go. Tapping the edges. I don't think it's seated properly, but there's a bit of cut there. Okay. Let me try and push it in. I want to see what's going on. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, that was not good. That was not good at all. Oh, it's hot. I think I damaged the surface.
No, it was already damaged.
I was already damaged. Let me try.
So you have to put it the other way around. Well, actually, no. The way that you put it is right, yes.
It has to go like this.
You just need to finesse it.
So usually the skirt is a little bit. Pay attention to the back. We're focusing on here. The back, make sure it's on properly. And then we have to tap it with a hammer. The thing is that this thing, it doesn't want to sit. I think it's flush. Let me see. There we go. So I'm going to install the rest. Ring squeezer, the rest. I think you can take a break.
1,
Here's the piston. Now it's ready. With the piston rings, here we have our 3-stage oil ring. See, oil ring. I don't know why it's called 3-stage, but I'll get back. I'll put it in the description. You have your second compression ring, and your first. Now in a piston, when you remove it initially from the vehicle, you must check everything. The connecting rod, this other cap, this bearing, underneath of this bearing surface, if there's any damage and whatnot. But yeah, that's all. So I already have 2 in, 2 left to go, and yeah, okay. And I'll be back. So we're putting back the caps on these pistons on the back. If you saw how to put in the piston, use a ring squeezer, tighten, tap down a little bit with the hammer. Your piston goes in here. like this one. You put it in here. You use an Allen key by holding this thing, and then you, when it's on this side, you tap, 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 tap. Then use the back of the hammer to push the piston in. Okay, so here I'm pushing in the second piston. Good, I think that's enough.
It's in.
It's in.
Yes.
There's the cap. You see, there's one thing I hate with these caps, ne? Let me show you. I got them just to illustrate the point. You see these things, it goes like this. So you have to push. Oh, what's that? Oh. God damn it. Now, cap. Did I take the third one? Oh my god.
But it's the third piston, is it not?
I didn't take the third cap in the series.
Oh wait, no, it's the second one. Well, I mean, well, it's the third one, but whichever one.
So, this one is actually easier because it has one ball. Sure. So, you as the individual who's going to be fixing this car is going to have to go like that. You see how big my fingers are? They don't care about us. Push, push. Ignore the water bottle noise. Push and push like that. Now, if you get sliced, that's your own problem because you didn't wear gloves. There we go. Hold the bolt in place on your cap, like such. Rubber millet is not necessary, but seat it properly and put on your bolt. Nut. English is not my first language.
But it's your best language.
No, I did home language at school, but
Yes, it's your best language.
I don't have time. This is the second, this is the third. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna put them in any way that I like. If it turns, it'll be fine. Don't do this. Don't be frustrated, dear audience. Put them correctly. Don't be a loser like me. Or self-insult. Ouch. Anyways. This one, next. Bolts. Closer if you can. You see, with big fingers, they never warn you. They say no, you can have big fingers. And once this thing falls in there, you're not going to be pissed off.
It's chai time.
Yeah, it's going to be over. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to slam it like this, hit it with my hands, injure my hands, lose my... Can you imagine? Okay, enough is enough. I need the other side now. Does it come with both bolts? Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. Where is it? Please take the camera away, please. Okay. So, cap. Ugh. This is it.
Where go?
Oh, Clash.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
tafikia fani. Kaya tafikia tamari.
Just the nut. I will never be tightening these. Ooh, it's hot. Now, once you're done with this, you think you're done, but no, there's still 2 more to go. Yes, that's how bad it is. Now imagine if it was a 6 or 8, if it was a V engine. Absolute madness, you know? When you're in your car, you don't, you're driving along and you're like, nah, it's good, I'm living good, but look at this. I have to turn it now. Can it turn, William?
I don't think. I think you have to put it at an angle.
Then it will.
Yeah.
Eh, you see that?
You do realize that you're going to.
Look at.
Oh.
I like good force, but I'm not crazy. Okay. Ow!
Yeah. Why didn't you say I must give you a cloth, bro? There you go.
There we are. Now. Oh my god. My back is killing me. So push the other one. Make sure it's aligned properly because it's in. Oh, losing my mind. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There's 4 bolts, but there's. Leave me alone. Okay. Same procedure. You must finger the thing, you know, like not like not that finger, by the way. You must put it like this. There's a video on YouTube of it, like I don't know if they're Indian or whatever. I don't want to discriminate. Fantastic job. Core plugs, everything. I'll try and find it. I'll link it in the thing because it's nice. How?
Yeah, but. Hello, Banchia.
They will never.
Ne, you.
They will never. Never they do that. Outside.
Baka file babut.
Is free to go, sign out. Even if like a time, sign out to them. But I don't know fellow working on for the day. I like a bell up now.
Sorry for the long silence, but there's some background noise.
Oh, can I buy?
Yeah. Ignore the chip.
This is in Nissan 5.
That's dirty. Okay. That's good enough. And the fourth one of them is extra.
Let me see.
I'll put it somewhere here. Where's the other one that doesn't have a bolt? Yeah, the bolt is missing, unfortunately. Oh, it's underneath. Oh, it's loose on the ground. I can tell.
Dapat mengkoro ring. Kerafe.
Oh my goodness, wait. Okay, there it is.
Oh, you found the other bolt?
No. Someone. Push.
Kyo lang simulo sa ha.
Push. There you go.
I know out this run.
I can't see it. So there's one extra.
Ya gawa na nakarawel ni lubu a peer pressure.
If you guys find the bolt, you must tell me. I'll put it back in there.
Enfim.
Aish.
Yes. Oh my god! So
This is not tightened. Oh, we're done.
That's the end of the video.
No,
Please
wait.
like, subscribe.
Please like, subscribe if you can, if you get this video at all. Maybe you not because this is a new channel or whatever. But we're done. This is a Nissan 1400 engine. We just tore it apart, just put it back together, explain to it's a push-out engine, and yeah, that's it. So all I can say is bye and see you in the next one.